Guys, Apple reporting earnings per share of $4.18 versus expectations of $4.17. Revenue, $84.3 billion. The street was at $84 billion, as that's what Apple, remember, had pre-announced earlier this month. Gross margin, 38%. iPhone revenue, $52 billion. iPad revenue, $6.7 billion. Mac revenue, $7.4 billion. Wearables, home, and accessories, that's a new division, $7.31 billion. That is a record. Services revenue, $10.9 billion. That's up 19%. Apple had indicated it would be up over $10.8 billion. Services gross margin, so this is a new metric we have from Apple, 62.8%. Turning to guidance, Apple's guiding Q2 revenue for between $55 and $59 billion. Remember, analysts had modeled $58.8 billion, and they say they're looking for gross margins in the quarter of between 37 and 38%. Guys, back to you.
Josh, thanks very much for that. Initial jump in the share price, Mike. That guidance, though, for the quarter ahead, 52 to 55 billion. And as Josh said, I think consensus was looking for closer to 60.
Yes, 59 I thought was kind of the number, 58, 59. So yeah, I guess this is a measure of the fact that people were leaning a little bit negative, even relative to the published estimates. I mean, the stock was down, $1.60 today. So it's getting that back and a little bit more after this report.
And of course, lots more to come on the earnings call ahead. And Josh, you've already had a chance to speak to Tim Cook and got a little bit of color of what he might be saying later.
Yeah, well, so I did have the chance to sit down with Tim Cook. We talked about a few different trends and themes. One, of course, I wanted to get his sense on China. As you recall, when they pre-announced, what Cook highlighted was weakness in China, weakness in the economy exacerbated by these trade tensions. Here's what he told me. As we got into January, things have improved, he said, from where they ended in December, and that gives us some optimism. Of course, you don't know what will continue, but I would also point out that seems to map to trade tensions as well, that there was a bit more optimism in the air in January, or certainly I feel that anyways. I'm encouraged by the comments coming out of both countries. I also did ask him, guys, about services. Can services continue to grow even as iPhone units decline? Cook telling me services are largely connected to the active installed base. So there he's talking about the total active devices in people's hands. So it's connected to the 1.4 billion. There's very, very little of services revenue that is connected to current quarter sales. These are people that are out there subscribing to Apple Music, subscribing to iCloud. They are holders of the 1.4 billion devices.